Home for the Holidays returns, and unfortunately, with a season to remember, it doesn't start off on a high note. So, to summarize the film, Simone is a bit stuck in her career. Her boss, Randy, keeps either bypassing her for big stories, using the stories that she finds and giving it to an anchor who has been at the station she works at for less time but has surpassed her, or pretty much just gives her fluff pieces like doing stories on the mascot. For someone who went to Northwestern, wants to be a serious sports journalist, this is something that's very frustrating for her. And what doesn't help is that a gentleman named Iggy, who becomes her freelance camera guy, in his pursuit of being supportive of her, he adds on to her frustrations. And while he also gives her that kind of kick in the butt to really stand up for herself, tell her boss no, and really advocate, at the same time, he brings up old feelings of what happens when a woman like Simone decides to stand up for themselves and potentially derides their career due to being considered difficult. So when it comes to this film, I think the best thing about it is the fact that there technically aren't any villains here. At least no villains in terms of people. Yes, Randy is very much an obstacle when it comes to Simone reaching that next level in her career, but at the same time, it's very much recognized it's the culture more than Randy. For Randy, she can find him at any station she goes to if she decided to transfer to somewhere else. But the culture has it where she can't be someone that takes the initiative. She can't advocate for herself. She can't push back. She can't do all the things that most of the men could probably do and get praised for because then she's difficult. Then she could be considered an angry black woman and a bunch of other things which really could make it so that the issues she finds in her career right now, they could be so much worse. And being that in too many of these holiday movies, it's very easy to get some simple, honestly very annoying antagonists. To have it where it's more of a cultural thing, it's not something that could easily be solved. There's no taking down of somebody, but trying to navigate an already difficult situation and somehow overcome it. It leads to a much more interesting story than perhaps most holiday movies present. Following that up, I will admit, even though they're not butterfly inducing, Iggy and Simone are cute. They're I won't say they're so cute that you want to see the two actors work together again, but they are above. These are two generically attractive people who look good together in marketing photos. So I'll give them that. But with all that said, as much as we may there be no villains when it comes to this film, and okay when it comes to the romantic angle, this is a very dull film. Yes, it may pursue a topic in terms of sexism and sports journalism that isn't overdone, especially when it comes to holiday movies, never mind from the point of view of a black woman, but like most holiday movies, it's really not trying to dig into the wound. It's not really trying to address issues, and it's not trying to really give nuance, drama, or anything like that. It's a simple problem. By the end of the movie, you see the solution happen. And similar to Style Me for Christmas, you see that there's more that could have been done, but at the same time, it's not trying to touch on different types of controversies with society and really push these actors and writers to really give us something with depth. Unfortunately, OWN has kind of set that aside a long time ago, as we've seen with Queen Sugar, David Makes Man, and all the rest of their scripted dramas going away. So to expect it to now suddenly, during the Christmas season, start to get back into the golden age, it's unrealistic. And unfortunately, because we are given something so tame, this is likely not going to be one of the best of the Home for the Holidays series, but rather something that gets forgotten probably before the season's even out. With that said, even though this is probably not the type of movie that should have opened up the season, Nevermind doesn't really feel like it's the best representation of the OWN brand. There's still no denying that even if OWN has decided to stray away from scripted productions, at the very least, this does remind you of the glory days in terms of presenting different types of stories that you would be hard pressed to find anywhere else. It's just, unfortunately, with it being a holiday movie, it can't go as far as we've seen in past productions.